Okay, I've got a training event that I've got to go to today, and it's earlier than when I normally get to work, so I'm rushing, so I can't do the crossword puzzle today, which bums me out. But I am watching one of my influences today, his video, Casey Neistat. He did some cool stuff today that I'm anxious to try to understand. Also, fruit, yeah, I've lost a whole notch on my belt. Fruit works. Eat fruit, no fruit, only fruit before noon. Second rainy day in a row. Yes, it's the Midwest. It's Tuesday, November 17. Let's do this. So I'm on my way to something that pastors in our neck of the woods have to go to every year. It's called Healthy Boundaries Training. I'm sure like me, you've seen the news and heard about pastors sexually harassing or engaging in sexual misconduct with people that they serve. So part of the reason why we go do these trainings is to keep it in the front of our minds, how to prevent doing that. You may not think that being a pastor is a terribly glamorous job, and for the most part you would be right. But given the fact that we represent God, a lot of times in the minds of the folks that we serve, we have a lot of power, and there are pastors out there who abuse that power, both knowingly and unknowingly. And it's not just about sexual misconduct. It's also about Sabbath time. It's also about just communications relationships. So my associate James is one of the teachers for this. And as he left the office yesterday, he told me to be nice to him today. I'll be nice to him. I have good boundaries. So in a shocking turn of events, I'm late. I can blame that on a few things. One, the amount of rain and traffic that was out there, but also I just didn't get going fast enough this morning. So it's all my fault. I take responsibility. See, this is part of healthy boundaries, friends, is that you take responsibility for your behavior and your actions. And so I, Landon Whitsitt, take responsibility for being a little late this morning.
I'm here because I'm a professional boundary breaker. Yeah.
You said this was the big one?
This is the big group because it's the last group, and in good Presbyterian fashion, we procrastinate to the last mandated hour. And yeah, we're supposed to have 15. I think we're going to have 35 or 40.
Host this fourth of four boundary training events for the Presbytery. I once helped facilitate this work, and so I know how joyful and how fun and how important this work can be.
James Gale.
Yes.
Come on, let's go.
All right, let's roll.
It's time for barbecue.
Let's go.
Time to what?
So he did a good job. This little boy did such a good job. I'm gonna take him for barbecue.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Oh, nice. Well, you've got your camera. I was going to say, are you trying to take his picture?
Yeah.
I make a daily video.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I make sure to put my camera away. So
Oh, that's okay.
healthy boundaries, right, Kai?
Right. We're good. So that was a lot of fun.
I think it was a
Boundary.
great deal of fun. I think you did a great job.
Thank you. I get very mad and very passionate. I think the thing that makes me most ill is I don't like pastors not taking care of themselves.
Seriously. The thing about it is, I mean, I was joking with you before. The people who need it either don't come or hate it. But those of us who are relatively healthy, and I'm assuming that we're healthy and normal,
Which is a bad assumption.
but I mean, I enjoy this stuff. I love being reminded. The teacher should never expect anything from the student. I was like, okay, that is a great crystallization.
The Buddhist made that video.
Yeah, that
and
is
the guy with the big beard.
Oh yeah, from the
Jose,
Free
I think.
Methodist Church.
One, I envy his beard. Two, he had some very good. His statement about if my marriage is good, my parenting's good, my pastoring's good.
Yes.
As a dad of two small children that's married to a pastor.
Yes.
I every time I watch that video, I hear that.
Right.
And you and I both know if your family situation sucks and you come to work, we are trained, but you're human. You can't just compartmentalize the fact that you were annoyed. You cannot. It goes with you.
No, I loved it. I thought it was. Okay, so there are a few barbecue joints in Kansas City that are kind of must-go-tos. One of them is Gates Barbecue. One is Joe's Kansas City, used to be Oklahoma Joe's. One is Arthur Bryant's, which neither James nor I really like very much. But then there is Fiorella's Jack Stack. I always say that this is snooty, highfalutin barbecue, but it's so very good. And is this your first time at Jack Stack?
No, I've been to many, just not this one.
This is the granddaddy.
I've not been to this one.
This is the granddaddy. This is the original Fiorella's. And let me tell you, there's something different and amazing about it. So we're gonna get our barbecue and cheesy corn on. What the heck is that?
It's something Midtown May or something, but it's chopped burnt ends, coleslaw on a hoagie roll.
Dude, and beef and pork,
Burnt ends, cheesy corn,
fries. Cheesy corn is the thing that Jack Stack is known for, right?
Yep.
Yeah, cheesy corn. Baked beans.
Now, if you really want to be funny on your vlog, set a timer on how long it takes Landon to eat his lunch.
Seriously.
We're always giving him crap about eating too fast.
My best friend tells me that I was built for boot camp. Are you built for boot camp? Always. You're built for loving me. Gentlemen, was barbecue successful?
It was more than successful.
Yum. Do you feel like you have had the body and blood of Christ? The answer to that is yes.
always.
Okay.
Yes,
James, there
absolutely.
we go. Listen, here's the deal. I'm a bit of a curmudgeon when it comes to holidays and celebrations. I like for everything to be in its place. I like for things to happen when they're supposed to happen. So when I get to work this afternoon in the dear sleepy little burg of Parkville, Missouri, I was greeted by an extremely, extremely unwelcome sight. Let me show you. You see that? You see that? That's right. Christmas decorations are up. Friends, it's not even Thanksgiving yet, and Thanksgiving is the absolute best holiday that there is. No question. The best holiday. We need to give Thanksgiving its due. All right? Let's not be jacking with Thanksgiving. I've just learned that my children are in open revolt. I got a text message from Geraldine, and I had promised the boys that I would make ramen noodles tonight, or as they like to call it, fancy pants ramen noodles. Not that, 10 for $1 package of crappy ramen noodles. I'm talking serious ramen noodles. For me, ramen noodles and barbecue are virtually the same thing, even though they come from different cultures. They are the essence of food. And I have successfully turned my children into ramen noodle lovers. I promised them ramen noodles, but then I forgot to put the chicken in the crock pot to make the stock. Therefore, ramen noodles are not a possibility. I gotta admit to you, hell hath no fury like a 9-year-old expecting fancy pants ramen noodles. Doing well, how are you? How are you tonight? Okay, so I've got the solution. I went to the store and I bought a rotisserie chicken and an extra package of chicken stock. We've got one at home. I'm making fancy pants ramen noodles because one of the rules I live by is you don't argue with drunks. And children, when they get an idea in their head, they're kind of like drunks. That's it's not fun for me. It's not fun. Plus, I like ramen noodles, so I'm gonna make them. That's what I'm telling myself. What's up, nerds?
Hello.
Recently, Simon has introduced these boys to Monday Night Raw professional wrestling. It disturbs their mother, but I think it's hysterical. As long as we don't have to watch it, we don't really care about it. But it has inspired them to get onto the trampoline and become professional wrestlers. I really hope we don't ever have to go to... Oh my gosh, it's horrifying. I mean, just like professional wrestling, I know this isn't real, but it's horrifying. I just hope we don't have to end up taking a trip to the emergency room. Say what?
What broth flavor is
I made a
it?
chicken broth. That's not what normal ramen is. Normal ramen is pork, like the
Okay.
traditional ramen.
Okay, because when I tasted it,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of tastes like chicken, but you told me that there was no chicken in this.
Right, but it's a
one.
chicken stock
Yeah.
that I used. Are
Okay.
you happy, Ian? Julian?
Very good.
Geraldine? Simon?
Good.
So here, in the other bowl, have cilantro, chicken, onions, mushrooms, my bowl of noodles. You think it's gonna be awful?
Yeah.
Oh, creep face. While my family was complimentary, I'm not happy with my fancy pants ramen. Now,
We are.
empty bowl, empty bowl.
Still have a lot left.
Simon still has a lot left.
Mine
But this is the
fine.
child who basically, you're basically a carnivore, right? You would just basically, Ryan? You're not Ryan.
Ryan
I was
Gosling.
gonna do Rowan, Ryan Gosling. Hey girl.
Have you seen the Ryan Gosling won't eat his cereal? Those vines.
No, what is a Ryan Gosling on eat a cereal?
They're vines with a man with a cereal spoon and videos of Ryan Gosling edited to make it look like he's refusing to eat his cereal. It's very funny. What are you doing?
My children love me.